Hi everyone, Chris Natsky here with Black Belt Leadership Speaking and Coaching on Facebook Live with your Mind of a Champion tip of the week. This week I was inspired to share with you a quote I heard recently from Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Oprah's, and her quote as she was giving a commencement speech to a group of graduating college students was something goes like this: people who want what's best for you want to see you at your best. Let me say that again. People who want what's best for you want to see you at your best. And when I heard that quote, I began to think about all the amazing people that have supported me through my life. Of course, starting with my parents and my family and friends, my martial arts instructors, my coaches, my clients, my students, and yes, even my former spouse. So, we all hopefully have this gift of these amazing people that support us. And when I thought about this, a memory came to mind, and it's really a story that I share almost every time I have the opportunity to go out and speak publicly. And it has to do with my martial arts instructor, Grandmaster J.K. Lee. He had recently moved from Korea, and I had started training with him. And one of the first mornings I was in his class, I was seated in the back of the room with my legs spread wide. I was stretching out, getting ready for the day's class. And he walked onto the mat like he always did, with this amazing power, this amazing presence. And pretty soon I realized he was staring directly at me. And before I could move a muscle, he had come down and sat down in front of me. And he put his right foot on the inside of one leg, his left foot on the inside of the other. He grabbed the ends of my martial art belt, and with one push-pull, he split me out to 180 degrees. Yeah, and I learned two things that morning. Number one is anyone on this planet can do the splits one time. But the other thing I learned is when he looked at me deep in the eyes and he said to me in his broken English, he said, "I will make you a champion. I will make you a champion." And I have to say, I don't want to be melodramatic or dramatic in this, but that when he said that, it changed my life. I mean, for me, it was this time where I had someone that I truly admired, I loved and respected, that saw greatness in me and held it for me. And interestingly enough, my mind heard, "I will make you a champion." So I started thinking about medals and trophies and all that kind of stuff, as any 13-year-old would do. But really what he meant was being a champion in life. And what my heart heard him say is, "I believe in you. I believe in you." So it's really my hope that we've all had an experience of someone like Grandmaster Lee was for me, that really sees the best in us and holds us up. On the other side, though, I know that many of us have not. And I've had those experiences as well. People that try to take those dreams away or try to discourage us and try to tell us that really the best in us just isn't good enough. And so I was thinking about that as well. And really when I thought about when that's happened in my life and when I've seen it happen with others, is it really comes from two ways. It oftentimes doesn't come from malice from the other person, but it really comes from two things. Is number one, what they're first trying to do is they're trying to protect us. They're trying to make sure that we don't get out and get hurt and move out of our comfort zone and go too much beyond where we normally are, because we might get hurt, we might get injured, we might get disappointed. So that's the first reason. So this means of protection. And the other one is a means of projection, that many times people don't want to see us be our best, because if we're at our best, then it says to them, well, we have to step up our game. And it's much better to stay in the comfort zone. So if they can hold you back, they can feel better about where they're at. So whether it's protection or projection, that's really the reason that people do it. Doesn't make it good or bad. It's just part of the human condition. The key piece is what we can do about this, as it always is, right? It's what can we do inside of ourselves. So I've got 3 ideas for us this week so that we can focus on being our best and also helping others to be their best as well. And the first thing is, first and foremost, it always starts here, is seeing the best in ourselves. Either when we get positive feedback or we get negative feedback, the key piece is how we're hearing that inside of ourselves and what we're telling ourselves, because it all starts from within. Any type of success that we're going to have, any type of venture that we're going to be imparting on, any kind of challenge that we undergo, it's an inside job in terms of how we transform for us. So it's our job to hold steady in that inside of ourselves, to be our own champion for success, and to constantly believe in ourselves, whatever that takes, whether it's through daily affirmations or written or whatever, but we're holding that space for ourselves. So that's the first thing. The second thing is see the best in others, and promote them as well. You know, I don't know about you, but I've had great opportunities, as I said before, to work with people that have really supported me and some really successful people in life and in business. And every time I've been mentored by one of them, anytime I've been coached, what I found is they found as great a joy in my success as when they were being successful. You see, one thing I know for sure, actually two things I know for sure in this world, is that what we focus on expands, our thoughts become things, and number two, what we give, we receive back. So where are some places in your life that you can really hold people to be their best and encourage them, and particularly when they're down, is to really hold that for them so that they can be at the very top of their game. And then finally, is to surround yourself with people that hold you to be your best and support you in being your best. You know, author and speaker Jim Rohn has this great saying, which I use all the time, is that you're an average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And I want you to think about that in your own life. I mean, think about the time when you're with people that really uplift you, people that are doing big things in this world, and people that want to see themselves at their best as well as you at your best. And when you're in their presence, you're energized. You feel like you can do it as well. And then think about the times that when you're with people that really aren't matching up to that. They're negative, they're cynical, they're afraid of taking healthy risks, and we have a tendency to move down to that energy vibration as well. So my question is where do you have a place to really be conscious and up level, either how you're showing up in those groups or who you're surrounding yourself with? Because when you begin to make that change, then things around you will begin to change as well. So there you have it, my friends. There's some 3 key pieces we can use this week to really make sure that we're at our best. Number 1 is believe it for yourself. Number 2 is do that for others. See the best in others. And number 3 is surround yourself with the people that you can uplift and they can uplift you. So there you go. There's your Mind of the Champion tip of the week. My name's Chris Natzke, and it's been my absolute pleasure to be here with you today. Once again, I so appreciate people, and I see people scrolling on here. Although with the sun in my eyes, it's hard for me to see who's scrolling on. But I want to thank you for being here. And if you found value from this, please like it, please share it, please comment. And if there are things, other topics you'd like to see me speak about, you know, please pass those on as well. But if there's someone in your life that you really feel could up-level themselves, and it might be you, but if you've got someone that you can share this with, please feel free to do it. So once again, this is Chris Natzke with Black Belt Leadership Speaking and Coaching, and we'll see you next time on the Mind of a Champion Tip of the Week.